Ballari is one of the most historically, culturally, and economically significant districts of Karnataka. Located in the northeastern part of the state, the district is renowned for its glorious history, ancient forts, temples, and rich mineral resources. With its strong connection to the legacy of the Vijayanagara Empire, Ballari attracts history enthusiasts and tourists alike. As one of India's major iron ore producing regions, Ballari has played a significant role in the industrial growth of Karnataka. Agriculture, mining, and trade are the major economic activities of the district. The district's cultural diversity, folk arts, festivals, and traditions further enhance its uniqueness. A harmonious blend of historical heritage, natural beauty, and economic progress, Ballari is one of the proud districts of Karnataka. Our Ballari is a land that carries the glory of history and the footprints of development. The history of Ballari dates back thousands of years, making it one of the most historically important regions of Karnataka. Since ancient times, the area has been ruled by various dynasties and has held an important position politically, culturally, and economically. The Ballari region witnessed the rule of the Badami Chalukyas, Rashtrakutas, Kalyani Chalukyas, Hoysalas, and the rulers of the Vijayanagara Empire. Established in the 14th century, the Vijayanagara Empire was one of the most powerful empires in South India, and Ballari formed an important part of it. Nearby Hampi served as the capital of the Vijayanagara Empire and developed into a major center of trade, art, architecture, and culture. The temples, palaces, pavilions, and sculptures found in Hampi continue to reflect the grandeur of the Vijayanagara Empire even today. Following the Battle of Talikota in 1565, the decline of the Vijayanagara Empire began, and the region came under the control of various rulers. Later, the Ballari region came under Maratha rule and subsequently became part of the Kingdom of Mysore. During the period of British rule, Ballari Fort was used as an important military base. The fort's elevated location and strong defensive features proved highly useful to the British Army. During this period, certain sections of the fort were maintained, and its military significance was preserved. The view from the summit of the fort is truly breathtaking. The entire city of Ballari, the surrounding hills, and vast stretches of land can be seen from a single vantage point. The scenes during sunrise and sunset are particularly captivating, attracting numerous tourists and photographers. Today, Ballari Fort is not merely a historical monument, it is a symbol of the district's heritage, valor, and cultural pride. Having witnessed the rise and fall of many dynasties over centuries, the fort stands like a living history book that introduces present generations to Ballari's glorious past. Its stone walls, ancient pathways, and magnificent structures continue to remind visitors of the bravery of warriors, the vision of rulers, and the talent of architects of that era. Ballari Fort is history carved in stone. It is an eternal symbol of Ballari's valor, heritage, and grandeur. The history of Ballari district is inseparably connected with the Vijayanagara Empire. The Ballari and Hampi regions were once important parts of the Vijayanagara Empire, one of the most powerful and prosperous empires in South India. Established in the 14th century by Harihar and Bukkaraya, the Vijayanagara Empire grew into a major political, cultural, and economic center of South India. Its capital, Hampi, located near present-day Ballari district, was considered one of the wealthiest cities in the world at that time. Under the rule of the Vijayanagara Empire, the Ballari region became an important center of trade, agriculture, art, literature, and religious activities. The availability of water from the Tungabhadra River and fertile land contributed to agricultural development. The markets here attracted traders from both India and abroad. Trade in horses, diamonds, precious gems, spices, and various other goods contributed significantly to the region's economic prosperity. The region witnessed its golden age during the reign of Sri Krishnadev Rai, the most renowned ruler of the Vijayanagara Empire. During his rule, agriculture, irrigation, trade, literature, and architecture flourished remarkably. Numerous temples, palaces, pavilions, and public buildings were constructed. The prosperity and peace of the kingdom greatly improved the standard of living of the people. The Virupaksha temple, Vittala temple, stone chariot, Lakshmi Narsimha statue, palace ruins, and grand pavilions at Hampi stand as symbols of the architectural and artistic excellence of the Vijayanagara Empire. The sculptures carved in stone, elegant pillars, and intricate artwork showcase the extraordinary talent of the craftsmen of that era. The Vijayanagara Empire was not only a political power but also made significant contributions to the growth of Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, and Sanskrit literature. The encouragement given by the rulers to art, music, dance, and religious practices helped the region flourish culturally. Although the decline of the Vijayanagara Empire began after the Battle of Talikota in 1565, the marks of its grandeur remain alive in Hampi and Ballari even today. Hampi is now recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and attracts millions of visitors every year. Its temples, monuments, and ruins continue to introduce the world to the power, prosperity, and artistic brilliance of the Vijayanagara Empire. The grandeur of the Vijayanagara Empire is the pride of Ballari. Every stone of Hampi still narrates the story of that golden age. The history of Ballari has witnessed the rule of several powerful dynasties. In ancient times, the region came under the rule of the Mauryas, Satvahans, Chalukyas, Rashtrakutas, and Hoysalas. Each dynasty left its own influence on the administration, culture, and religious life of Ballari. During the 11th and 12th centuries, the Western Chalukyas and Hoysalas ruled the region. This period saw the construction of temples, the development of agriculture, and the strengthening of local administrative systems. Later, with the rise of the Vijayanagara Empire in the 14th century, Ballari became an important part of the empire. After Harihar I and Bukkaraya I established the Vijayanagara Empire, the Ballari region gained prominence in the empire's administrative and economic activities. Since Hampi served as the capital, the areas around Ballari developed into important centers of trade, agriculture, and military operations. The reign of Krishnadev Rai, the most celebrated ruler of Vijayanagar, can be regarded as the golden age of Ballari. During his rule, irrigation projects, temples, road networks, and trade systems were extensively developed. The prosperity of the kingdom significantly improved the quality of life of the people in the Ballari region. After the Battle of Talikota in 1565, the power of the Vijayanagara Empire declined. Subsequently, the Ballari region came under the rule of the Bijapur Sultans, the Marathas, and the Kingdom of Mysore. Historical records state that in the 18th century, Murar Rao Ghorpade played a significant role in the administration of Ballari and strengthened Ballari Fort. Later, during the reigns of Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan, Ballari became part of the Mysore kingdom. Following the fall of Tipu Sultan in 1799, the region came under British rule. Thus, Ballari has witnessed the rise and fall of numerous kings, empires, and rulers, with each era leaving an indelible mark on its history. Even today, Ballari Fort, the monuments of Hampi, and the ancient temples stand as reminders of the grandeur of those rulers. Ballari district is not only one of Karnataka's richest mineral regions, but also one of the most important mineral-producing areas in India. In particular, Ballari holds a prominent position in the production of iron ore. The district is often referred to as one of India's mining capitals because of its vast iron ore reserves. This mineral wealth has provided a strong foundation for the district's economic development. The regions of Sandur, Hospet, Toranagallu, and their surrounding areas are famous for their rich iron ore deposits. Mining activities have been carried out here for several decades, supplying raw materials to steel plants across the country. Due to its high quality, Ballari's iron ore is in demand not only in domestic markets but also in international markets. Along with the growth of mining, the steel industry in Ballari has also developed rapidly. Steel production occupies a prominent place in the district's industrial sector. In particular, JSW Steel, established in the Toranagallu region, is one of the largest steel manufacturing units in India and provides employment to thousands of people. These industries have brought new momentum to the district's economic activities. Times owing to its mineral wealth, Ballari has also witnessed rapid development in road, rail, and industrial infrastructure. Transportation systems, warehouse, and supporting industries related to mining and manufacturing have strengthened the district's economy further. This has become a source of livelihood for thousands of families. The mining sector is closely connected to the lives of the people of Ballari. Directly and indirectly, millions of people depend on this sector. Truck transportation, machinery maintenance, contract work, and other support services have contributed significantly to local employment generation. As a result, Ballari has emerged as one of Karnataka's leading industrial districts. However, alongside mining, the need for environmental conservation has also increased. The government and various organizations are taking measures to protect forests, manage water resources, and maintain ecological balance. Efforts are being made to achieve a balance between development and environmental sustainability through responsible mining practices. Today, Ballari's mineral wealth is not merely a symbol of economic growth. It is a driving force behind the district's industrial development, employment generation, and contribution to Karnataka's economic progress. Iron ore, steel industries, and related enterprises have transformed Ballari into one of the country's major industrial centers. The iron wealth hidden beneath Ballari's soil has become the driving force behind the district's development. It is the pride of Ballari's economy. Ballari district is a unique blend of history, culture, religion, and natural beauty. From the grandeur of the Vijayanagara Empire to lush green valleys and wildlife conservation areas, Ballari offers diverse experiences to visitors. Each tourist destination in the district has its own history, uniqueness, and attraction, drawing thousands of tourists from India and abroad. Ballari Fort, a symbol of the district's pride, is built on a rocky hill in the heart of Ballari city. Preserving centuries of history within its walls, the fort continues to keep alive the memories of the Vijayanagara, Maratha, and British periods. The summit of the fort offers a panoramic view of the entire city of Ballari. The breathtaking scenes during sunrise and sunset particularly attract tourists and photographers. The heart of tourism in Ballari district is Hampi. Once the capital of the Vijayanagara Empire, this historic city is one of India's most precious heritage sites. Magnificent temples, palace ruins, the stone chariot, musical pillars, and remarkable sculptures narrate the story of the golden age of the Vijayanagara Empire. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Hampi attracts visitors from countries around the world. Every stone, sculpture, and monument here stands as a living testimony to history. Nestled amidst the beautiful surroundings of the Sandur Valley, the Kumaraswamy Temple is one of the major religious destinations for devotees. Surrounded by green hills and a peaceful atmosphere, the temple offers spiritual tranquility. Every year, thousands of devotees visit the temple to seek blessings. It is a place where one can experience a beautiful blend of nature and devotion. Daroji Beer Sanctuary is a special attraction for nature and wildlife enthusiasts. It is one of India's major bear conservation centers and is famous as a natural habitat for sloth bears. Surrounded by hills, rocky terrain, and forest areas, the sanctuary provides shelter to a variety of birds and animals. One of its main attractions is the opportunity to observe wildlife closely in their natural environment. Sandur is one of the most beautiful regions in Ballari district. With its green hills, deep valleys, pleasant climate, and scenic beauty, Sandur is often referred to as the Kashmir of Ballari. It is an ideal destination for those who wish to spend peaceful moments amidst nature. The beauty of Sandur continues to attract tourists throughout the year. Together, all these tourist destinations showcase the diverse character of Ballari. On one side lies the glorious history of the Vijayanagara Empire, on the other, the enchanting beauty of nature, and alongside these are religious traditions and wildlife conservation. All these elements have made Ballari one of Karnataka's major tourist destinations. Every visitor to Ballari leaves with unforgettable memories and experiences. Times, Ballari is a land where the grandeur of history, the beauty of nature, and the experience of spirituality come together in one place. Times Ballari district is one of the most unique and significant districts in Karnataka. With its combination of history, mineral wealth, industry, agriculture, and cultural heritage, the district plays a vital role in the development of the state. Its geographical location, natural resources, and historical background have given Ballari a distinct identity. Times Ballari is widely known as one of Karnataka's leading mining districts. The district possesses vast reserves of iron ore beneath its soil, providing an important raw material source for India's steel industry. The growth of mining and steel industries has secured Ballari a prominent place on Karnataka's industrial map. This sector, which provides employment to thousands of people, forms the backbone of the district's economy. Times historically, Ballari possesses a rich heritage. Ballari Fort, the monuments of Hampi, ancient temples, and historic structures reflect the district's glorious past. The memories of the golden age of the Vijayanagara Empire are still preserved in this land. A world-renowned heritage site like Hampi has elevated Ballari's reputation to the global stage. Times Ballari also holds great importance in the agricultural sector. Thanks to irrigation facilities provided by the Tungabhadra River, crops such as paddy, cotton, sugarcane, chili, and several others are cultivated extensively. Agriculture remains a major pillar of the district's rural economy. Times the development of trade and industries has transformed Ballari into a major economic center of Karnataka. Well-developed road and railway networks, industrial zones, and mining-based industries have significantly contributed to the district's progress. Ballari's contribution to the state's revenue and industrial production is considerable. Times culturally, Ballari is a land of diversity. Its fairs, festivals, folk arts, and traditions reflect the district's rich cultural heritage. Striking a balance between history and modernity, Ballari represents a beautiful blend of development and tradition. Times today, Ballari is not just a district, it is a symbol of Karnataka's history, economic strength, industrial growth, and cultural heritage. Playing a unique role in the progress of the state, the district continues to write new chapters of development for the future. Ballari is a unique confluence of historical grandeur, mineral wealth, industrial development, and cultural heritage.